All right, the Seattle Seahawks get just exactly what they needed right around this time. We got the cuts, we got the final team has been put together. If you're new to the channel, we're Detroit Lions fans, but this channel fully dedicated to teams that get overlooked by the national media. And we have been talking about the Seattle Seahawks ever since Russell Wilson left. Everyone was like, shoot, kind of the Seahawks thing that's over. And then we've just been talking about you. You can look on our channel. We got 5-6 teams that we talk about. Seattle's one of those teams. Give you an outsider's look into your team. And here is the deal in the thumbnail. We'll get to that in just a second, but that's not actually the news that you get. Kind of tricked you. I didn't mean to trick you too much. That is a good thing that you get him. But here's, I think, the even bigger story is that Valdez-Scantling was cut. That is good news because that means Torrey Horton and Derek Young are developing at a rate that you want to see, is what that tells me. They've outpaced, they've got a higher ceiling. Even Jake Bobo, we've talked about him, puts together great days, great weeks in training camp the last couple years. You see a higher ceiling, an ascending player like Torrey Horton or Derek Young, that is what you want to see. If they keep Marquez Bell, why do I even say his whole name? If you keep Valdez-Scantling, then you're basically saying, I don't know, man, this dude's just not there. Derek Young's just not developing like we thought. Instead, that is a great sign. The other great sign is that he is immediately picked up by another team. This shows that, dude, this guy, it's not like he's just a trash player. So I think you have to look at your wide receiver room, your weapons as a whole, and just say, okay, Elijah Aoyo, A.J. Barner. Yep. Kenneth Walker, Charbonnet. Yep. You trade away DK Metcalf, who we've talked about it a lot on this channel. DK Metcalf, we'll get back to the wide receivers, is just he wasn't it. And what I mean by that is it's like, all right, man, if you're going to be the number one guy and just be just this standout guy, that's great. But you got to be that week in and week out, and we got to really, really depend on you. Instead, he'd be a stud for a week. Yeah, not really do anything. Stud for 2 weeks? Nothing for 2 weeks. Okay, if we're gonna do that, then we'll do what we have now where Jackson Smith and Jigba Cooper Kupp, like we're gonna have a bunch of twos and we're going to spread the ball around and move the ball, get separation, and move down the field. Like, what are we doing? By the way, we've been asking this just this time of year, been having fun with it before, right before the games start, asking our other teams on our channel here, the fan bases, how did you become a fan of the Seahawks? It's fun. Put it in the comments, and then you get to read other people's, and I mean, it's just been a lot of interaction. People are loving it because it's like, how do you become a fan, right? Are you just born right into it? Did you move to Seattle? Was there a certain player that you started watching? We've asked this before, just it's a lot of fun to see. It's like, no man, just I don't remember. Dad was watching the Seattle Seahawks in the living room when I woke up in the OR on Sunday afternoon. That's what do you mean? That was me. But there's all kinds of different stories. Let me know in the comments. All right. Other news, and this is what you saw in the thumbnail, was that you're signing former linebacker to the active roster. So I think this is a big deal. You go through all the camp, you go through all this stuff, you cut a bunch of guys, you cut even an extra guy so that you can bring someone from another team. It tells me that you know a lot about this guy. You've seen him play and you're like, yeah, he's pretty good. He's good enough, right? Went to North Carolina. What's up? Went Vikings, then Jets, then Ners. But he's 28 years old. He's a former third-round pick. He's played in games. So it's just kind of keep an eye on that one. That was the guy in the thumbnail where you're just like, okay, the Lions did the same thing too. They went down to 50 guys and signed 3 guys. And what the thought is there is that you see a higher ceiling in this guy than the guys that you cut. It's like, man, love you. You worked hard, but I think you're maxed out. I think this is it. I think this is all you can do. We can coach the crap out of you, and I don't think it matters. Whereas these other guys you bring in, it's like, I think there's a little more we can get out of them, and you believe that wholeheartedly, and that's why you bring these guys in. So other than that, let's go to, I'm going to go back to this roster here. Now, reports are saying that's the other thing too, back to this wide receiver. I think this is so big, Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is reports are saying beating Devin Witherspoon. Okay, that is so huge. Cooper Kupp's old hamstrings. Rams are like, see, yeah, I mean, what are we doing? They're a smart franchise. They're not idiots. But I have said this, I've been saying it. I truly believe that Cooper Kupp has this it's a great situation for him to come in. He wants to just beat his old team. He feels he's still got stuff left in the tank where, I mean, obviously that 2021 season was historic. 22 is injuries, 23 kind of 24. It's just like, all right, I'm a really, really good wide receiver, and so love that and can't wait to see what he can do. So again, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. It's nothing but teams that just get overlooked by the national media. So we love talking about these types of teams because the Lions were that. And so when you go through and you see the cuts, you see the OTAAS, you see different things, and you're watching and trying to understand like how's my team going to look? And then what we like to do is then compare that as an outsider's perspective, right? Because you be so tunnel visioned on the Seattle Seahawks, you think they're the greatest team ever or they suck. It's like, well, actually, that's a great move, or that didn't make sense. So make sure you subscribe. Last thing I want to say, everybody calm down. We got this. One more thing. Your 3 quarterbacks. You have like 3 legit quarterbacks. One's your starter, right? Then there's just this massive drop-off. You can't even name backup quarterbacks across the league. The Lions have a Kyle Allen. We had to cut our other guy that we thought was basically going to be Jalen Miller. Like, hey, dude, he's athletic. He can throw the ball. No, I didn't hook her. I know my point in saying this is that you have 3 good quarterbacks. Most teams have one, their starter, and then after that, it's like, I don't even know. So don't take that for granted. I think there's something there. I think there's trade pieces. You can get a 5th round, 6th round. And 6th round picks now are so much valuable than they were 20 years ago. You didn't even pay attention to 6th and 7th round. Now it's like, man, you could pick somebody up. So just looking at this roster, like first initial reactions are skill position players check. Offensive line's gotta be there. We all know that. That's what we've been saying from the beginning. Defense is going to be good. Secondary is great. Added some veterans. Let's go. And you know my thoughts if you watch our channel, you know my thoughts of the NFC West. Can't stand the Rams, can't stand the Niners. They're just tiresome of them. It's like, come on. Then no one really cares about the Cardinals. Can't stand the Rams. All right? But let me know your thoughts, and we'll see all of you on the next